Here are some quick tips as you begin your first row from your foundation row. First tip is to be sure to keep your chain row straight and not twisted. If you do that, it will be much more even and you'll have a nice even row across. Once in a while you might have a pattern that has you crochet into the back rib of your chain row, and it's that bar on the back that you would crochet into. But most of the time we're going to crochet into the chain. Usually for this stitch, usually they'll have you crochet into the second chain from the hook, so that'd be 1, 2 for your first stitch, and you'll go into the top, being careful not to twist. One question students sometimes have is where to do the next stitch. And we're going to go into, we have a single crochet in this chain, and so the next stitch will go into the chain following this chain. So we'll go here. And then the next stitch will go in this chain following the previous stitch. This would be the next chain where you would put your next stitch. And you would go all the way across until you get to the end. And when you get to the end, your last stitch is here before the knot. So go ahead and leave the knot in the tail, and the stitch, your last stitch, will be there. If you have trouble with fine motor skills, you might want to try to crochet with one of the bigger hooks. They can get quite large and quite thick, and some of the thicker yarns. They also have hooks that have larger padded holders, and that helps to prevent problems with carpal tunnel. The other tip, I want to make sure that you always work with the working yarn or the yarn coming out of the skein. It's easy to get tangled up and start crocheting with your tail, and you'll get all tangled up if you do that and probably have to take it out and start all over. People often don't know that a skein of yarn, if you look closely, will have a picture, and if you take off the cover of the yarn, it will have a pattern in the middle of the wrap. Try not to rip it. So look in your yarn and see if there's a pattern. As we move along later, we will follow pattern instructions and learn how to read patterns.